Activision.
Oh man, how much more can they fuck up?
Uh, they at first, they fuck over Blizzard, and now they're getting investigated because of the split with Bungie. So you know how that is.
Oh,
You know
God.
how that goes.
Well, I mean, out of everything, as a Bungie fan, I'm happy that Bungie's free of their shackles. You know, maybe we can get Destiny back to feeling like fucking old school Halo. We can get a feeling like something that actually isn't, oh, pay $9.99 for this emote. Oh, and also support our annual pass, our season pass, and our expansions.
So it's funny. This is funny to me because from what I hear, Destiny was because so when did Activision attain Bundy, right? Because I heard that Destiny 1 and 2 were just, or Destiny 1 was good, but it had issues, and but Destiny 2 was just like a clusterfuck. So
Okay, so let's go back to Bungie's Wikipedia page to go back.
because
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm really happy for Bungie to pry away from Activision, because Activision has been proving time and time again that they literally just don't care for their fans at all. Like, they don't give a fuck. It's equivalent to how Capcom had that point in time where they said, "Fuck you, Mega Man fans. You're the reason why Mega Man Legends 3 wasn't released." Like, basically. And so Activision
okay.
is just fucking, they don't care. I can see Activision going bankrupt. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't see them going bankrupt, right? What I would say is, okay, so we had fucking the acquisition in like 2011. So 2013 is when Bungie announced Destiny. Fucking, it's just been a shit show. Like, the majority of Activision's fuck ups are their own though. Now, fucking going back to Activision and fucking Blizzard, like, you are still pissed that that's a thing. I honestly can see Blizzard pairing off too now at this point, with Activision being fucking investigated for fraud and all this other bullshit that's going on. Blizzard being like, we've already been investigated enough back when WoW currency was being used, and the whole fucking debacle with the goddamn Diablo 3 trading house. We don't want any more investigations. We're just going to yeet ourselves over here and become our own company again. And Blizzard could fucking do that. They have fuck you money to do that still.
It's just Activision. Activision as a company is what kind of, how you know that our system, our economic system, is fucked up, right? Activision is one of those companies that clearly don't give a damn about their fans or anything. Clearly are just in this business for money, because there's nothing wrong with being in a industry for money, right? You want to get paid, you want to get paid for the things that you do, but it's another thing is to just blatantly just care about nothing but money.
The fact that they have a $1 fucking red dot site in Black Ops 4 says exactly what their sole motivation is at this point. It's literally money. They don't care about releasing a competent game. They don't care about releasing a decent product at all, really. It's become, we can make money forever on microtransactions and microtransactions alone.
Like,
That's it.
and the thing about that is too is that, let's take EA for example. EA is a company that is, even EA fucks up a fuck ton, but even then, I think EA somewhat cares about their fans. I truly do. I truly believe that EA.
I think they more care about their reputation than anything.
I feel like they do, because some EA games aren't really terrible. They just go about it wrong. They care about money, but I feel like there's like a dash of caring about their fans, just a little bit. Activision doesn't have any of that, and it's proven. Because I mean, Bungie's going away, and then literally they're ruining Blizzard from the inside. They're firing people in the company. They're being investigated for fraud. It's clearly that they're just a company, a corrupt company, as Red would say, that just doesn't care about the people. You're not going to survive much if all you care about is money, because I mean, eventually people will stop buying your products. Eventually people realize, okay, this company doesn't give a fuck about their people anymore, so why the fuck would I even think of supporting them? And I haven't seen people say anything positive about Activision in the past year.
Well, I will give Activision one thing. They have enough black in their ledger to give zero fucks for the next, I'd say, almost Nintendo years. Because they've milked the Call of Duty franchise for all it's worth forever. They've milked pretty much every product that they have that they still have in active development for years. And they know how to acquire what's popular. Like, they made a fuck ton by incorporating Battle Royale into Black Ops 4. They made a fuck ton of money on hopping on the latest trends. Like, oh, people want space shooters? We'll fucking take the kings of them and put them in our company. We'll add them to our roster of studios. And they've got this mentality. I hate to give them any credit, but their mentality as a business is fucking sound. They know how to market to their audience. And that still will always be the deciding factor in a fucking sale. Look at every ad they've done for Destiny. Look at every ad they've done for fucking Call of Duty recently. Look at every ad they've done for any game in recent memory. They have got that marketing tactic down packed. So that works well for them. That is the one driving factor that even Bethesda has. That's something that they did well with even Fallout 76, even though it's a shit show of a game. They marketed it very well. Like, here is your collector's edition, even though they lied to the consumers. Here's your collector's edition. Here's your trailer that's channeling the old Fallout. Here is, fucking Skyrim VR. It's fucking marketing will sell whatever. And with companies like Monster behind fucking Activision for pushing product, like, you still see every time a Call of Duty releases that, oh, you can get double XP in multiplayer or blackout mode or zombies mode if you buy this and enter this code. They've got that audience tactic down to where they will forever be successful. What won't be successful in is avoiding lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. They won't be successful in studios seeing how corrupt they are and them leaving. They won't be successful in the gamers being sick of microtransactions, because as much as I love loot boxes if they're cosmetic based, and there's a line of where your scum is drawn. Mm-hmm. And when you're charging $1 for a fucking red dot site, when you're charging 3 season passes in one game, you're charging a year 1 pass, a year 2 pass, and an annual pass. When you're doing shit like this, you will never keep an audience. Now, if you did games as a service and were upfront with that, you would. Like Ubisoft did with Rainbow Six. Like, okay, we're going to do operators for year 1. Oh, this game's still successful. Okay, we're going to do year 2 operators. Oh, this game's still successful. We'll do year 3 operators. But what Bungie did under Activision's fucking regards, there's like, okay, we're releasing 2 expansions like we did, and then we'll do one big final expansion. No, we'll throw another one in there, to tide it over until 2. Even though Rise of Iron was technically originally supposedly part of Destiny 2 that they just forced down, like, yeah, we'll release that while we work on making Destiny 2. And then, oh, here's Destiny 2, which is fuck all your gear you paid for and did fucking quests for years, and oh, here's you got a new gun and a broken ghost, and oh yeah, you're fighting, you know, this fucking sun engulfing god. is the most bizarre story, the most bizarre way to handle your loot getting fucking destroyed, and it worked and it didn't work. It worked for, oh, here's how the Leviathan raid works. Oh, here's, we're capitalizing on the fact that the raids were the one thing that worked, and we'll change it up, constantly. We'll do like little layers, and then, oh, you want more? Here's expansion 1. There's a pile of shit that's like 20 minutes worth of content, really. We're gonna charge you $14 for that.
I mean, the biggest reason why they don't really care about this stuff is because of the fact that there are people out there who just will buy it regardless. People are gonna they know, they're smart. They know that if they release a Call of Duty game, gamers are gonna be like, okay, they know their facts, they know their shit. Well, this is no different from the other Call of Duty game. But a casual person, like your casual everyday person who's just goes to work, goes out parties and stuff like that, and buys the Xbox, just lounge around, and then has and then see, oh, look, a new Call of Duty game, cool. They're not gonna. Some people aren't gonna question that because they're like, it doesn't fucking matter. A game's a game, And I mean, it's smart. They know that there's gonna be that casual player base that just doesn't really give a fuck. They're gonna buy the game regardless of how good or bad it is, and then if they can just pile on all these expansions, all these DLC that really won't change the game at all, and they know people will buy it because, well, they don't really know any better. They don't have. There's no information. Ignorance is bliss to them. Essentially, it's just a game. Why would they care? When there's more to it than that. Like me, you, Red, we do our research. We know. Okay, well then we question. These people don't really question what they're buying. They're just saying, oh, yeah, it's a game. Oh, it's fun. Why not?
Yeah, and see, this is why, games like fucking Madden, this is games like why fucking FIFA, all these sports games, that could literally just be a fucking roster update every year at this point, because we have the technology to do that shit. Oh, there's a new player, let's just fucking add that asset into a fucking download. Boom, good. We got new shit. We got new content. We don't have to spend $60 every fucking year for a new goddamn sports game anymore. We don't have to spend $60 for a new Call of Duty every fucking year anymore. We could literally just push a fucking update. Oh, they've even done fucking complete rehauls on the back ends of games like Overwatch. You've had to reinstall that game multiple times. You've had to reinstall fucking Sea of Thieves at least twice at this point. You've had to reinstall fucking, Fallout 76 multiple times at this point. It does not matter anymore. We have the technology to do this shit, but because companies are so goddamn greedy, we have gotten to the point where a yearly release is still a thing, but literally nothing is changing. We are seeing zero change in these games. Oh, we're skinning it with modern shit. Cool. We've done this 5 times already. We're skinning it with World War II. We did this, 80 times? Oh, it's ridiculous. Like, if you were building a new campaign from the ground up, cool. If you were building a new fucking, completely new engine, cool, release it. We got a new console, fine, put a release out. But when we're releasing the same goddamn game multiple times on the same goddamn console over and over again, and people are eating it up, that's when we start to see this trend of gamers losing hope, losing faith in companies. We're seeing gamers lose hope in gaming. We're seeing people leave this fucking pastime because we're so sick of being fucked over by these companies that don't give a damn about us. They only care about their bottom dollar. And it's sad that we've gotten to that. We've gotten to the point where we're releasing content at a fucking price that does not match what we're getting. And it's the most frustrating fucking thing for me. Somebody that's gained his entire life, from the time he was a fucking toddler to now, seeing my friends leave gaming, seeing us get so fed up with fucking the corruptness of this industry, that the only thing keeping some of us here are games we grew up with, games that we care about. Like, I'm more hyped about a fucking remake than I am for something that's a yearly release now. I'm more hyped for a fucking game that's been 10 years in the making for one sec. I'm more hyped for a game that's been 15 fucking years in the making, like Kingdom Hearts 3, than I am for shit that I should be hyped about, like Anthem, like fucking Jump Force. I'm more hyped for fucking an RPG that I've lived with since I was like 10 than something that's supposed to be so goddamn hyped because I know Bandai Namco is not the greatest, most reputable company. I know that fucking EA is going to find some way to suck the soul out of Anthem. I've gotten to that point where I'm so fucking jaded at these companies that I don't know how much longer I'm going to be gaming these big releases until I hear more than one ultra biased review or more than one fucking, oh, this looks great, this looks amazing for my peers, and I'm like, yeah, but how corrupt are they?
I mean, it's inevitable, man. You can't. With the state that we're going for right now. It's inevitable that we have this corrupt system because, like I said before, Activision is smart because they know what people want. They know that if they release games yearly, people will buy them, and you're not going to tell people don't buy that game because you're not gonna. Casual people don't care. They're just playing a game. They're playing a game for like an hour and then going to work. Like that's the thing. So I mean, in the long run, it's not that big of a deal. But at the same time, it's like these companies. What Activision is doing is that if you don't do your research, Activision is literally sucking dry of their employees. I'm pretty sure there's many people at Activision who don't want to work there anymore because there's no life. If you don't enjoy what you like doing, why would you do it, right?
That's why like Infinity Ward left back in the day and then formed Respawn, and now Respawn's part of EA, which is another soul-sucking company. But they still have more fucking freedom at fucking EA than they did at Activision, and under their own fucking banner. That is saying a whole hell of a lot about this fucking industry when you think about it. EA, one of the most hated companies in gaming, is giving Respawn people that worked on your Call of Duty fucking Modern Warfare series under the Infinity Ward banner than they had there. Like, it's baffling.
Times are changing, man.
Yeah.
Especially if you consider the fact that that they're firing people for no reason, laying off people. These are people's jobs, mind you. These are game development is a job. These are people who went to school to get this degree to got hired. They're laying off people who got their jobs. Imagine having literally I believe they said it was the FBI or some government thing investigating them for fraud. Imagine that. Imagine a video game company being investigated for fraud.
I'm shocked. In all honesty, at this point, I'm shocked that fucking Epic isn't being investigated for fraud. For fucking the V-Bucks. I'm shocked that we haven't had Blizzard investigated again for how they're doing fucking, all the microtransactions that are in like fucking Hearthstone. How they're fucking not investigating them for not disclaiming, shit when they fucking gave away the free copy of Destiny 2 during BlizzCon. I'm shocked that we haven't seen. The FBI really likes to investigate people for stupid shit. So the legitimacy of the fraud, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what all it's entailing. I don't really have the fucking ability to say, like, yeah, they're fraudulent. They're fucking committing fraud daily. I can't say that. But at the same time, I would not be shocked if they are. Because Activision, Blizzard, all these studios that have been under them, it could just be fraud for having a fucking monopoly of studios. Like we could be at that point now, even with fucking Bungie leaving, because Activision likes to absorb everything that they consider competition, just like EA does, just like Microsoft is doing now. I won't be shocked if we're fucking like having to break up these big fucking companies like Amazon, fucking, you know, Microsoft, Apple. I would not be shocked if we're sometime to that point where like you have gotten too fucking big. We have to break you up because you are now a monopoly. And the way the fucking gaming industry really works is like there are those companies that are so goddamn huge and successful that they can just buy out the smaller indie studios and suck them in.
Man, it's well from what I'm gathering, all this news is that Activision, because it's been it wouldn't be even that big of a news if it was like a thing, but they're being, it's like every from all the news outlets that I've seen for gaming wise, it seems like it's been news like every week it's been something new. We're finding out something new that Activision is doing wrong. Like a few weeks ago, they were laying off some Blizzard employees. The week after that, they fired some Blizzard employees. And now we see this Bungie separating them, and then now we see that they're getting not sued, but they're getting investigated for fraudulent. So
it's bizarre. This is a tale we will continue to fucking dig into more and more and more as it goes on, because this is actually fascinating. Where this leads can potentially reshape gaming, and it's very, very, very important to follow shit like this, because whatever happens here could start happening to your favorite developer, or whatever happens here might be happening behind the scenes and then just not be newsworthy, because love them or hate them, fucking people love to shit on the most successful fucking companies.
Yep, they do. Nintendo's a primary example of that.
Look at Nintendo. Look at how much I've ranted on this channel about Destiny back when I was playing it. How fucking jaded I was when they were fucking everything up. Because Bungie is a company I have held dear since I was a teenager. Because I spent so long playing Marathon. I spent so long playing fucking Halo. I spent so long giving my fucking, essentially my life's devotion to Bungie games, to the point where I knew every map in fucking Halo 1 through fucking Reach like the back of my fucking hand back when I was playing it religiously. And then seeing Destiny, as of the original Destiny, come out, like, oh, Activision's doing it. Those are the guys that did Call of Duty. I used to fucking drink Mountain Dew game fuel and fucking play this game 24/7 with my buddies when I was in high school. And it's being made by Bungie too? Holy shit, my two loves as a gamer. God damn, that sounds so cliche. But my two loves gamer, some fucking love child. Oh, it's a fucking mess. Oh, Destiny 2's even worse. Oh, stop, make it, fucking stop. To the point now where even Justin's shitting on like the new expansions. I have not touched Destiny 2 since the first expansion dropped. I own every season pass for that game, and I have not touched it since that first expansion dropped, because that first expansion broke me. I've heard that Forsaken was great. I have heard that there's still some fuck-ups with some of the Black Armory shit from Justin. I just don't care. Because it's been so fucking tainted to me that once Destiny 3 is announced, I'll probably go through bum rush it, because I'll probably have like a instant level up item in there, from having the Forsaken expansion and not giving a fuck, to the point where I can just be like, okay, so former clanmates, can you bum rush me through this so I can hop on Destiny 3 and see, because whatever Bungie does now that they're split from Activision, how I hold Bungie and their reputation will rest on that solo published Destiny 3, because they say they're self-publishing it. They're not partnering with anybody. They have full creative control of that now, and however they handle that will determine if they're still worth a goddamn in my book.
Well, depends on how they can redeem themselves, but I doubt it. But anyway, final thoughts on this, David?
Activision, as we know it, might not exist in a year. Just like EA, as we know it, might not exist in a year. Just like Bethesda, as we know it, might not exist in a year. This is the era of make or break a big studio. And I really mean that because look at how successful indie games have become. Look at how successful, like Celeste. Look at how successful games like fucking... Even as much as I despise Fortnite, look at how successful that is. That's Epic's last hurrah, basically. They can fucking Paragon. They've canned so much, you know, to sink all their resources into that game. And look how far it's come. I despise it, not as a meme, but I despise what it's created as a fucking stigma on gaming, really. You know, that's what I despise about it. But fuck, look at that. Look at fucking games, you know, even a big game like Spider-Man. All of these studios seem to think that multiplayer is the only way to go, but God of War, fucking Red Dead Redemption 2, fucking Spider-Man are some of the most successful games of last year. Celeste, Ashen, all these new indie games are doing better than some of these AAA games. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice 2 years ago, still one of the top-selling self-published fucking indie games on the fucking planet. We are in a paradigm shift of fucking gaming right now. And these bigger studios are going to have to either adapt or die at this point.
That's true.
And
a lot of these childhood companies are going under because they couldn't keep up with the newer shit. So Activision's going to have to follow suit, going to have to change their ways, or time is literally won't be on their side anymore, because people are creating shooters that is surpassing Call of Duty. Only way they're surviving right now is from the casual players, and once that's gone, then they're done for.
Yeah, and the casual players have hop shipped to fucking Fortnite, PUBG, Realm Royale. They have slowly started turning against the biggest godfather in first-person shooters. And with the fraud claims and all the shit that's going on behind the scenes with the fucking executives and all this shit, it's a scary time for Activision. And it's going to be a scary time for gamers, and it might be the birth of something beautiful in gaming. And I hate to see people out of a job. And when they started firing Blizzard employees, I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? They're offering them like severance packages to leave. And if they're not leaving, they're literally just saying, here's your fucking pink slip. So it's the most fucked up shit I've seen. Holy shit. If it's not ruining what little reputation they had left.
Well, it is what it is, but they're going to have to change themselves. So only time will tell.
And if any more developments come, we'll follow up with another video, because this is scary for gamers, and it's also beautiful.
You can go either way.
And with that, peace.